The Philippines doesn't have one language. It has over 180. So how did that happen? The answer goes back thousands of years. Long before the Philippines existed as a country, some of the earliest inhabitants of the islands were small, indigenous groups, often referred to today as Negrito communities. They were already living across the islands before later migrations arrived. Then came waves of Austronesian-speaking people. The earliest of these groups are believed to have come from Taiwan, but migration didn't stop there. Over time, people continued moving across Southeast Asia, including from areas that are now part of Indonesia, Malaysia, and nearby regions. Because of this, the population of the Philippines became a mix of different Austronesian groups, not just one single origin. As these communities settled across the islands, their languages began to change, slowly, over generations. And because the Philippines is made up of more than 7,000 islands, many groups became separated by sea, mountains, and dense forests. Even though people traveled using boats, including large wooden vessels like the Balangay, not all communities stayed connected. So languages evolved independently. A word in one island could become something completely different in another. Over time, these differences became so large that they formed entirely new languages, not just dialects. There was also no single kingdom that united the entire archipelago. Instead, there were many independent societies, like Tondo, Cebu, and the Sultanate of Sulu, each with its own identity, culture, and language. Then came outside influences. Through trade, Filipino languages absorbed words from Sanskrit, Arabic, and Chinese. But these influences did not replace local languages. They only added to them. Then came Spanish colonization. Spain ruled the Philippines for over 300 years. But instead of forcing one language, Spanish authorities relied on missionaries who learned local languages to spread religion more effectively. So instead of disappearing, many languages survived. Later, the Americans introduced English and a national education system, and eventually Filipino was developed as a national language. But by then, the diversity was already deeply rooted. Today, the Philippines still has over 180 languages, not because it came from one group, but because it was shaped by many waves of people, moving, mixing, and settling across thousands of islands. A country shaped not by one origin, but by many hidden Philippine files.